Hi, I'm Dan Newton and this is French Property Talk. Today we're going to be talking about the ERP, which is part of the DDT. Don't panic. In 2011, the French government brought out the local surveys, which they called ERNMT, and the French loving their initials. That was later then changed to the ESRIS, once again, initials. But now is a lot simpler. It's now just the ERP, which is Etat de Risques et de Pollution. This is part of the DDT, or the Dossier Diagnostic Technique, which are needed for the sale or purchase of a house. When your sale goes through, the actual ERP needs to be less than 6 months old, and is actually quite a complete file. When you get it, it's usually 10 to 20 pages long. Okay. Saying that, not all, well, officially speaking, in the law, not all houses actually need to have a ERP done. Basically, if the commune where it's situated has a plan de prévention de risque, for example, if it's had any problems like flooding or mines or anything like that we go into later, they have to establish an official plan for the commune. If that official plan exists, then you need this control doing for your property. Saying that, one of those criteria is that actually if your property is situated in a commune which has a seismic activity level of over 1 in the French scale. When this law was set up in 2003, that was quite applicable. You can see here, this is the map of seismic activity in France, which was used up until 2011. This is actually the map which has been used since 2011, so we've all been upgraded. There's nowhere in France which isn't under level 1. So basically, wherever you are, you need an ERP. So, what is an ERP? The ERP these days is actually broken down into 4 different categories, let's say, or sections. You have the PPR naturel, which is PPR is Plan de Prévention des Risques, plan of prevention of risk. That's quite simple. So naturel, that's all to do with possible flooding around the house, possible landslides, possible land settlement, seismic activity, radon gas, etc., etc. Basically, when you get the report through, you have different plans showing all the different risks are, so you can actually see it. You don't have to be able to read French brilliantly, but it's there and you can see it quite visually. From there, you then go on to the PPR technologique, or Plan de Prévention des Risques. Technologique, which is technological risk. So this is all to do with actual, let's say, power stations, for example, but also chemical factories, petrol holding areas, etc., etc. We all remember back in 2001 the AZF explosion in Toulouse. That's on a bigger scale. Let's say on a lesser scale, more local, it could also be, for example, old petrol tanks or even new petrol tanks, as in ground ones, either left over from closed down petrol stations or local factories that might have closed down. They'll say whether those have actually been filled, whether been removed, or whether they're still there. Obviously, this is in a direct area around the property where it might affect the actual property itself. If they're miles away, they don't mention it. After that, another section is what we call the PPR, as always, minier, so basically mining or mineral, let's say. So this is to do with mine shafts and tunnels, underground cavities which might be known about, and also quarries or anything like that. Anything which actually could weaken the substructure of the land below your property. So that's put in there as well. Obviously, it has to be a man-made one so you know about it. It could be a natural one if they know about it, but obviously in certain areas, like for example, well, we all heard of the Lascaux caves down in Dordogne. Who knows, you might have one down below your house and no one knows about it. After that, the final section, which was recently added to the actual ERP, is what we call the PEB. Like I said, the French love their initials. So it's Plan d'Exposition des Bruits. It's basically it's a plan of the risk of exposition to loud noises. This is mainly to do with major roads, as in dual carriageways or airports, but some other factors come into it. I've never actually had a house which comes into the sector, so I'm not sure what all the sectors are involved, but it might also be like concert halls and that sort of thing which are in there. Okay, so quick resume of the actual ERP. I hope this helps. If you like these videos, don't forget to click the like, click the subscribe, and we'll be back soon with another video talking about different factors of the purchasing and selling process of houses in France. See you soon. Bye.